Hey guys, RedMercury here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to improve your skills so that you can climb with Mercy. So I'm going to be running you through a quick training, and it's a really good warm-up as well that you can do on Mercy before you go into a competitive game, or you just go into a game where you want to do well with Mercy. Okay, so first up is going to be pretty basic. So what you want to do, you want to go to these bots here, they're stationary bots, and just fix your crosshairs so that they're on the bot's head. And just move from left to right, and just making sure you're keeping the crosshairs on the bot's head. And this is just really simple stuff, and just try and just make sure you're keeping your crosshairs on the head. So next up is going to be number 2. So this is going to be the first one that's really going to be working on your mechanical skills as Mercy. So just keep your crosshairs onto the head of the moving bots. So follow these bots around and try and move around in not the same movement as the bots, moving around from left to right, doing a few spins, just making sure that you can lock onto the bot's head straight away. So step 3 is going to be pretty similar, but it's going to be using your Guardian Angel ability. So you want to use Guardian Angel to fly to a target, and then try and snap around your crosshairs and land that on the bot's head. So like I'm doing at the moment, so I'll fly to a target, and then I'll snap my crosshairs around and lock it onto a target's head. So number 4 is going to be one that's pretty standard to all heroes, but it's good to practice this with Mercy. So let's practice shooting the stationary bots while strafing, so moving left to right, crouching, and just trying to maintain your crosshair on the eye of the stationary bots. So if you can do this easily, I would recommend moving on to the moving bots and doing the same sort of thing. As you can see from the footage here, you just move around left to right and just crouching and stuff and just locking on to the bots' heads. Head up onto this platform here overlooking the training area of the moving bots, and just stand sort of in the middle of these 2 poles here, and just make sure that you can just get a 100% hit rate with Mercy's shot. So don't burst fire, just do one shot at a time, and just make sure you try and aim for that 100% hit rate. And so this is really going to help you get used to the speed of Mercy's projectiles, and that's going to be something really important for you to know in the game. So in conclusion of these first 5 tips, so you want to do the first one, which is going to be moving with the crosshair fixed on the robot's head. Second up is going to be following around the bots with the crosshair on their head. Third up is going to be using Guardian Angel and snapping around the crosshair. Fourth up is going to be strafing and crouching. And 5 is going to be working on the projectile speed. So now we've talked about that, let's talk about things that you can be doing in the game when you're actually healing the team and the pistol's not out as Mercy. So I've got 3 things I'm going to talk about here as target prioritization, staying positive, and the resurrections. So let's talk about the first one, which is target prioritization. So when I head into a game and we're in the loadout, I'll look at the team and I'll think to myself, so who's going to be the most in danger here, who's going to be the most important person to heal, who's going to be someone who I don't really have to heal. So basically, if you follow the sort of situation and the method of you heal your other healers first, then your tanks, then your DPS, and then your flankers. So the reason that you do this is the healers, they'll heal the rest of the team. The tanks second because they're sort of your front line and you can't really fight without a tank. Your DPS third because they can sort of survive by themselves for the longest. And then your flankers last because your flankers, they're really meant to be using health packs and stuff. So, you got a tracer and stuff. So you want to be, they can be, zipping around healing themselves. So an example of this would be, so when I went into one of my recent games, I had a team comp of Reinhardt, D.Va, Soldier, Reaper, Mercy, and Zen. And so obviously I was playing Mercy. And so I followed sort of the same sort of rule. So when I went to heal, if everyone was on the same amount of healing, I'd want to heal the Zen first, because he's going to help keep the rest of the team alive. Then the Reinhardt, then the Diva, and then the Reaper, and then the Soldier. So the reason that I'd heal Reinhardt over Diva and Reaper over Soldier is that Diva, when she sort of gets demeched, that's okay. So you'd rather have the Reinhardt than an in-mech Diva. And then, you'd have the Reaper over the Soldier because the Soldier can drop his heals and heal the team. So let's move on to the next one. So that the next point is going to be about staying positive. So it's amazing. I see so many games where they're pretty much already thrown before they start because pretty much someone will just say that, oh, I don't want this Hanzo pick, I don't want this Genji pick, let's swap that, otherwise we'll lose. So, just because something's off meta doesn't mean that it's not going to be a good pick. And this is something that you can really do as mercies. You really just, you'll get behind them, really just support them, because there's really two ways that pick could go. One, that person could just say, no, I'm not changing, and then both people are going to be a bit, tilted towards each other. And then, or two, the person just changes onto a role that they're just completely not comfortable on. Let's just say you ask the Hanzo to switch onto a a Tracer, and they're completely different play styles, and that person might just be completely uncomfortable on Tracer. So what you want to do is, so if someone says, oh, Widowmaker, can you switch? We don't need a Widowmaker in dive comp. So you might just want to say, no, I know this Widowmaker is really, really good. Yeah, I reckon I'll back this Widowmaker in. So now that's going to make the other person who asked them to switch feel quite good. They're like, okay, well, we've got a good Widowmaker then. And then the other Widowmaker will be like, yeah, thanks for saying that. And then they'll be feeling good as well. So, so that's really what you want to be doing if someone, is a bit toxic. And thirdly, resurrections. So there's so many mercies who just don't use resurrect, and that's what really happens at the low ranks, is that you just won't see any mercies resurrecting. If it's just a one-man res and you reckon that's going to help hold the point, you resurrect. You don't need to wait for a 4-man res. Obviously that's going to feel good and everyone will be, yeah, mercy, well done. But really, you just want to use your ult straight away, and because that ult builds really quick. Obviously, if you see them pushing in hard, you're going to want to back off and then try and do that res. But really, when you've got your res, you should be trying not to die. And if you're going to die and you've got your res and there's just one person who's dead, you want to just pop your res. If it saves yourself, it's really a 2-man res. So that's really what you want to be doing. Okay, guys, thanks heaps for clicking on this video and watching it. If you liked it, please give us a like, and if you didn't like anything, chuck it in the comments, tell me what you didn't like. And same, if you did like something, please put it in the comments. Obviously, I'm a new channel, so if you subscribe, that'd mean a lot to me. So, thanks for watching, guys. RedMercury out. Bye.